make mud in your pants. Come on now. Preaching to you, you know it's all I can do. That was a car song too. Yeah, yeah, I am Stevie Lou. I'm the lord of the dance. I'm fine to share with you that I make doo-doo in my pants. Wipe it, come on. Do the Stevie Lou dance. Get ready with your stance. Don't make mud in your pants. Come to the dance. Do the Stevie Lou dance. Get ready with your stance. Don't make mud in your pants. Stevie Lou dance. Get ready with your stance. Don't make mud in your pants.
All right. That should work. What the fuck? Why? Holy fuck. Well, yeah. All right. We'll start over. We'll start it over, right? That's working now. I see some movement on the thing. It didn't work. Didn't work. All good now. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Bill. Thank you, Bill from Jersey. I gotta say, I don't know if you want me to dox you, Bill, but Bill from Jersey gave me a shout out and said, "Lou, you're muted." What a fucking shit show. I don't honestly. I kind of want to just throw this laptop out the window now. should I just? Should I just? Should I just? Should I just fucking? Should I fucking send it seaworthy? Yeah, it's always something. I think it's really just fuck StreamYard. I made the mistake of is I subscribe I re-upped my StreamYard just the other day because I figured, okay, let me give this thing a shot here. And this is how they fucking thank me. They fucking mute me. They throw fucking music out of all different weird sources, holes. The music is coming out of strange holes. Matt Mead can give you another laptop. Jesus Christ. Yeah, either me out the window like Scarlet or uh Bill from Jersey is getting hell be, because he helped me out. I guess the crowd would have liked him to just let me just suffer. Damn. But thank you very much to Bill from Jersey. As a matter of fact, this is crazy. I'm doing it. I've spent all this time bragging about how I only have female only mods in this crew. And today that changes due to his heroic deeds by texting me to let me know that I was muted. I hereby knight Bill from Jersey 2 as a moderator of the Lou Nation, the first male moderator. And look at this. He returns the favor and he becomes a motherfucking LouTube member. Thank you very much, Bill. That was unnecessary, but I do really appreciate it. And as a matter of fact, I appreciate all of the members, those that are currently members or those that are going to decide to do it today and join the Lou Nation. Jesus Christ almighty. What a fucking shit show. So, congratulations to Bill from Jersey. It's a new member and a new mod. First male mod on our team. It brings a little testosterone to the table. Maybe we were getting a little too one-sided with all the gals here holding the wrenches. But look at this. Boom. LouTube member number 2 of the day, Nick in Fort Wayne. Thank you. I can't thank you enough. I appreciate that. Don't worry, I've got content today. We're gonna try to go over some things. It's not just me fucking with the chat and being a very thankful YouTuber here. Got new people checking in every day. Thanks again. Thank you very much, Nick from Fort Wayne and Bill from Jersey. And then check out this, my gal, Kim Nicholson, 420 for 2. Have you ever cried on stream? Happy Memorial Day. Yeah, let's see. That's a great question. That's actually a really good question. I feel like there were 2 moments at the very least, and I'm going to be real with you right now. There were 2 moments where I've came close to crying. Maybe. One I know specifically. The second one I'm a little confused about exactly what happened. There was one BYB episode where I was fucking like cracked out of my mind on a lot of drugs. And I don't know what I may have done on that stream that night because I was on one. I'm not going to tell nobody what episode that was. You're going to have to go try to find that shit yourself. But there was one in particular where I was jammed up. And then there was another one, which I think is a little easier to find. I was on Stuttering John's show. And at the time, I had been going through something with my family. There was a family member who was sick, and it was really bothering me. And I was caught like in a weird spot on John's show. I think Kevin was kind of fucking with me, saying that I couldn't come back on because I was on John's show, and I took that serious. And I didn't cry, but I remember coming pretty close. And then, all right, there's one more. There's one more. And this is embarrassing, but this is the truth. The final East Side Dave episode on Compound Media. Fuck. There was a bit that he did where he had Big A singing a song, and it was like Time of Your Life or whatever from Green Day or something sappy. Oh man, I can't remember what it is now on the spot, but Big A was singing, and I was sitting there looking around. I'm like, oh, this is ending. Oh, fuck, man. We really had a good run here, and I started to get choked up. I don't think I cried, but I got fucking close. So I do know what that is in reference to. Yes, the only way to ever deal with being on BYB is to be cracked out on drugs. Luca the Bind checking in. Faux show. I'm canceling. Listen, if you just subscribe for 1 month and cancel right away, I don't blame you at all. As a matter of fact, I'd rather you do that than get jammed up in some sort of financial trouble. The 15 people appreciate it. I fucked up with this coffee. I didn't have milk today, and I tried mixing something different instead of milk, and it didn't work out so great, but I'm gonna power through it. But yeah, what do we got going on here? Last night, huh? Wow, what in the motherfuck happened last night? Throwing L's up. Yeah, I guess that was one for the record books, I'll say. At the very least, you could say that was by far the most guests that have ever been on screen for an MLC. Uh, for good or for bad, I don't know what the total consensus has been so far. I think it was a success. It was supposed to be a fatter day. That was what it was scheduled as, and then it really kind of just went off the rails and then into the deep end. I think that would be the way to describe that best. But I guess you're gonna have to go. I'm sure it's on Rumble. Yeah, it's probably still on Rumble. I was watching live last night because what happened was I fell asleep. And actually, like I was sleeping through the first part of the episode, but then I woke up about mid episode and that thing went long too. So I was able to enjoy a lot of it. And then the end of it as well. MLC these days are something that I'm not even able to follow along with. Let's see, it's not. So he didn't think it was good. Yeah, misery loves Clowntown. Sure. I mean, I guess yeah. Last night was a very Clowntown esque or BYB esque show because of all of the screens, all of the guests on screen. But is it really? You had a caliber of guests, a cavalcade of stars in this Dabbleverse appearing all at once. I don't think any other show is going to be able to pull that off, which I come to find, or I don't know. I guess it's pretty obvious, but I guess that little shit Jake Hudson was sending the link out yesterday. That's where a lot of people who ended up on the show, I guess, yesterday, it was from Jake getting the link out, which I had facilitated in the first place. I was watching, kind of pulling some strings behind the screen, behind the scenes, Jesus, as I tend to do. And I saw that Jake suddenly was in that show, was going off the rails very much so early on. So I saw that Jake was in the chat and was looking for the link. So I texted KB and made sure that he got that over to him. As a matter of fact, when Ray was on, I was texting KB, hey, you got to send Tom Myers the link. You got to get Tom on, because I knew that that would pop off, and that certainly did. Tom versus Ray is something that is coming to a head here in this end of May 2026. It's been a long time coming. Those two have had a beef, so they do need to absolutely square off. And none of this, I can't hear Tom bullshit, whatever Ray was pulling off. So let's get to that ASAP. Let's get it on a fair field. Let's let those two just slug it out, because I think it would be entertaining. I will give Ray a little bit of a pass here. When you are using StreamYard on your phone, there are always audio issues with hearing some people and not hearing other people. It's happened to me several times in the very recent past. Happened on MLC a couple of weeks ago when I tried to jump on, and Bob and Chad were there before Rodney's. I couldn't hear all of the people. I could only hear some. I went on Jake Hudson's stream yesterday, and when you're using your iPhone, possibly I use Google Chrome, the streams get fucked up. I don't know what it is. So I will say that I don't believe that Ray was acting like he couldn't hear Tom. I believe that to be true. I hate to be the myth buster here, or like give Ray any sort of credit or leeway. Husey Entertainment L. It says L. Oh shit! It says L55. So I got 5 L's. That's pretty sick. Thank you. Hey Stevie, I heard about a new film that you're in coming out this Friday. Hack Rooms. Whoa. Take it easy, Siri. Hit the like button for bangers. Yes. Thank you, Husey Entertainment. Husey giving a shout out to the movie Backrooms is what it's actually called. And that's great. Take me on a tangent here, Hughes. I appreciate that. Who the fuck? He's not here now, but there's someone that a lunatic that shows up. Is it A. Thompson? I think it's A. Thompson, possibly. I'm pretty sure it's A. Thompson. Where the fuck are you, A. Thompson? I got some news for you. A. Thompson is the one who's always giving me shit, saying that I don't go to enough of the IMAX screens in Lincoln Center, Lincoln Square. We've got a giant screen where they do 70 millimeter, the large format IMAX, yada yada. So last week I had an opportunity to help shoot something at the AMC at Lincoln Center, which is crazy, but I got this cameo for this film that I'm producing shot, and I did the filming. And we were at the AMC, and fucking Top Gun 40th anniversary was playing on the IMAX. So me and my buddy who were filming, we're doing the thing. We were like, we're here already. Let's just go see Top Gun. Come on. Top Gun in IMAX on the giant screen, the biggest screen in New York City. It was a 4:00 showing, so it was more or less empty. There might have been 20 people in this room that fits it fits like 300. So we were front and center, me and my pal, watching Top Gun in, I think, some sort of remaster in the IMAX with the fucking IMAX sound. It was one of the pleasures of my movie going life time, to say the fucking least. That movie works on so many fucking levels. It's a movie that I've seen 100 something times because as a kid, I had a VHS and watched Top Gun all the time. It was Top Gun, Teen Wolf, and Pee Wee's Big Adventure. That was my big three as a kid. Superman 2 was another one too. But fuck, have I seen Top Gun 1,000 times, but I'd never seen it on a big screen with the whole thing. And no, Mickey, I highly disagree. I am just thankful that I got to have that experience. Top Gun is not overrated. Top Gun is a banger. It hit like the first 5 minutes was one of the most remarkable experiences. Just blew me away with the footage of those jets. Motherfucking Tony Scott was attaching cameras to jets as they're taking off on fucking fighter battleships. Like honestly, like I was my wig was flipped back from the fucking opening on the big screen. I hadn't felt that sort of excitement for watching a film since Mad Max Fury Road. That's the kind of action movie I put Top Gun up there with. I believe, without a doubt, that Top Gun is one of the top 10 action films of modern day. A couple notes about it. Tom Cruise is a fucking alien. Like what is this thing that's not a human? That's not a human being. He doesn't show the characteristics of a human, but damn, is he the star of that film? I had my one observation. I felt that anytime Val Kilmer and Tom Cruise were together on screen, which isn't a lot of the movie, like literal sparks are flying. Those two were meant to be stars from the drop. Clearly, Tom was the bigger of the two stars, but I personally think that Val Kilmer is the better actor, the better character in the film. As a matter of fact, watching Top Gun just the other day, I had this big revelation. I said, fuck, they should have switched those two roles. Val Kilmer should have been Maverick. Tom Cruise should have been Iceman. Because Val Kilmer is tall, blonde, blue eye, handsome, like perfect physique. And Tom Cruise is this short, little, annoying fuck. So I get it at the time. Tom was the bigger star, so it made more sense to have him as the star of this film. But I think it would have been a more realistic look for the viewer, and maybe that's where some of the criticism of Top Gun comes in, is that it's very like hacky and unbelievable and unrealistic from start to finish. And I think isn't that what movies are? Like, aren't we supposed to go and just oogle at a spectacle? So then we wouldn't have got the far superior sequel, which I've never seen. Crazy enough, that's one movie that's a blind spot for me. So I do feel that I will go and see it now, or I'll go track it down. I know I can watch it streaming. Yeah, Top Gun's opening scene is top 5 blockbusters of all time. Yeah, Todd, like I'm glad that we finally can agree on something. Like I don't know really how to put it. An absolute adrenaline pumping, just overload. And it's the jets, it's the battleship, it's like how cool the military dudes look. And you can tell too, the opening scene, it's mostly real military, Air Force, Navy, what have you, out on those fighter battleships. What I keep saying that battleships, the jet planes. So goddamn, I'm sure that's already out. It was in theaters for a week or so for the 40th anniversary, and I fucking really enjoyed the shit out of it. So, yeah, I wanted to give shout out to A. Thompson. And then this is great. I told this story yesterday how I was over at Home Depot and I had the whole straw incident. And as I was checking out, uh, um, Take My Breath Away was playing on the fucking loudspeaker. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? And there was this young African American lady who was helping me with my checkout. And I said to her, I was like, oh man, I just saw this movie the other day. Do you know it? And she was like, what the fuck is this guy talking to me about? I was like, yeah, Top Gun. It's a great film from the 80s. She's like, oh, is it still in theaters? No, it's from 40 years ago. But I'm telling you, it's like, again, this young African American gal. She must have been like 30. Has no idea what old pasty white guy is talking about. So I'm like, yeah, I'm telling you, you'd love it. It's about these fighter pilots and they're out on the fucking boat and then I'm like realizing this lady could never be less suited for Top Gun ever. Um, but I'm starting to become a sort of psycho that just talks to people in at the store. So yeah, here we go. There's a scene in Top Gun where men play volleyball on a beach, half naked, jumping into each other's arms. Age of Quarrel, that's not all true. They're also greased up, lathered up with like Vaseline, as a matter of fact. Hence, that's why Stevie wanted to see it on the largest screen possible. Hey, listen, like if you were borderline not sure if you were maybe gay in 1986, like say you were like or at that age when you're like making that change either way or one way or the other, and you went and saw Top Gun, you 100% walked out of that movie gay. Like that must have converted thousands, if not millions, of young gay men. Um, Age of Quarrel, that's how dudes pay. Sorry, that's how dudes party before singing together in bars. Don't you know how to party, bro? Dude, man, bro. Yeah, I guess you know, you got the but baby, you got a love free. Yeah, it's fucking crazy. Meg Ryan absolutely kills it. Comes in like a freight train. And then I guess she was romantically involved with Anthony Edwards at that time, which fuck man, Anthony Edwards laying the pipe down. You could tell that they were definitely banging when they're like in those scenes together at that restaurant during the Great Balls of Fire scene. That's right. Toddler Cox says gay Scientologists are trans aliens. Thank you. The original title was Don't Ask, Don't Tell, and was a Navy propaganda film. Oh, 100% military complex propaganda. Like, don't even fucking, like, the way that they got all those fucking scenes, the way that they were able to film exclusive access on those ships, the Navy was like, all right, yeah, we're gonna do a couple things here with this. Let's see that script. Mr. Tony Scott, come in. Let's see that script there. Okay, let's see. I got a pencil here. Yeah, that's right. We're gonna have all of the Navy guys. They're gonna be drinking and surrounded by hot women everywhere they go. Let's get them on really expensive machines, planes, and have them surrounded by hot women. Kilmer was the most beautiful man in the world at the time. I mean, you guys know me. I am very much secure in my sexuality, but fuck yeah. Val Kilmer could have anything that he wanted at that time. It's probably like Val Kilmer and Prince, two of the just fuck stars of that era. Jesus fucking Christ. Anthony Edwards' nickname was Goose because of his throat game? You guys. Sometimes you guys are just too much. And this is a lot of accusations being tossed around. A lot of 100% Kirk Angel. Top Gun was a huge recruitment video for the Navy back in the 80s. Sure. But I mean, listen, if we're going to be able to get a sick movie like that due to government propaganda, it's like do the ends justify the means? They might here. Stevie's I have Stevie Lou says one negative thing about the Top Gun soundtrack. I'm booking tickets and fighting in New York. No, I won't. I mean, I would love to make something up just to piss you off, but yeah, you got all the Kenny Loggins heaters when Highway to the Danger Zone is just fucking pumping. I was like I was fucking doing air drums. I was fucking air guitaring. I was annoying as fuck at the movie theater. He did. Oh, I thought you said ruined the 80s. Yeah, I'm sorry. Poolscan Sam is aircraft carrier. Excuse me. That's what it is. Battleship aircraft carrier. You sunk my battleship. Legit Reagan propaganda. There's a Hebrew Hammer 2 coming out? Damn. Okay. All right, let's get to it a little bit here. Okay. I wanted to pull up something real quick. This was amazing. I got to pull this up. This was fun. So, in all the wildness of MLC last night, one thing that also was occurring is that our buddy Mersh, who shout out to Mersh. Let's be real here. Nightwave Radio on Rumble and YouTube, but mostly Rumble. Nightwave Radio has been killing it. He's got a girlfriend now. She's a sweetheart. He turned away Hackamania invites. He's been giving Carl the what for. He's gotten on, I think, MLC a couple times. But now he's got this idea in his brain that he's part of the crew and that he's got an open invite and that he's supposed to be on there just because he sees other people doing it who I guess he doesn't consider to be his equal. He, I guess, thinks that he's better than a lot of the people out there, which is so strange take, if you ask me, from a guy like Mersh. But so be it. So last night, I'm watching MLC, kind of keeping an eye on things, pushing buttons, making connections, doing what the Lou do. And I'm seeing Mersh is like crashing out in the chat and on Twitter and sending super chats. How send me the link, Liam. Liam fucking couldn't give it to Kumia last night. And then I guess, look at this. This is Kevin Brennan show. This is what it's become. The same fucking stock line you hear over and over again. You've been hearing over and over again for years now that Kevin Brennan fucking is a failure. This show is garbage. I should be on there. And just coping, seething, yada, yada. So if you look, he goes on, and this is what he titles as his stream. He goes on stream, and he calls it Kevin Brennan Needs to Retire. Can I pull that up better here? Let's do that. This is from last night, 5/23/2026. Kevin Brennan needs to retire. So he's mad, right? Like, I mean, let's be real. He's mad that he's not getting the link. He wants the link. He thinks that he should be the big star that gets the call and gets to get on there to show off his skill. I think Mersh was drinking last night. I think that's the weekend. Mersh likes to have one. Who doesn't? Not judging at all. But when you drink and stream and start dabble versing, it can really get up on you quick. I mean, we've seen MKE. We've seen how that goes. And I know Mersh and MKE are buddies. But yeah, he ends up going on for like an hour and something, an hour and change, almost 2 hours, I want to say. And it's just absolute cope and seethe fest. We're not even going to fucking go through it. You can go and check out this episode on your own. Go subscribe to Nightwave Radio on Rumble. Support Mersh. I got no problem with Mersh. I used to be a little bit on the other side of the fence with Mersh. At this point, I see this guy from a different perspective, and I have no problem just seeing him eye to eye, looking at him straight square in the eyes, and just I get it. I know what Mersh is here now. But I wanted to bring this up because this is I thought was hilarious. At the very end of the stream, this is like literally the last few minutes of the stream. This is how he ended the stream, and I was cracking up. It's just fucking
so. You know what? We did what we could. We showed up tonight. I tried to fight against MLC. I tried to fight against these people. We won't ever be able to beat them. Because look at the numbers.
So after spending an hour and 30 minutes claiming dominance over Kevin Brennan and being just like, I don't know. He was saying all this crazy shit, how, Kevin's needs to retire and his show is garbage and isn't entertaining, and how Mersh is the real deal. He admits defeat. So I didn't expect this out of Mersh. Usually I feel like Mersh would continue the act, but he just let the light come over him, and he just professed his willingness to just is powerless to God here. And
look what we did tonight. I got the like we didn't do great tonight.
He's like looking at his numbers.
We did.
He's like pulling up his super chat and his super tip numbers. And he figured he was just going to go live, stream snipe MLC, and the money was going to come rolling in because he's the man. And I guess that was not
terrible tonight. Let's, I suppose.
Now he's looking for something else to do.
Turn it over to, we turned it over to Karmic already. Fuck. I guess I'll get out of here.
He's just going to quit.
Bye. I'll see you tomorrow night. Tomorrow night we might have a more, an actual show.
Where's the energy? This is the defeated Mersh. Just tried to go up against the big KB dog. Didn't get the link. Got real sour. Figured he'd stream snipe and bank. And then that did not happen. And just basically just gave up. I mean,
we were just trying to get under Kevin Brennan's brow tonight and annoy him, especially on the YouTube side, which obviously we ended that stream.
That's like, I love this. He's just open book Mersh is a great way. I mean, he's just showing his cards. Hey, I was going to try to beat Kevin Brennan in his own game tonight, and I got my face rubbed in it. So I got to fucking love that from Mersh. Again, this is no beef whatsoever.
A while ago. If you're watching on Rumble, then you're an OG. You're the best.
So that's that. So just wanted to pull that up. That was fun. All right. What do you think? Right? Mickey gets it. I don't dislike Mersh as much as I want to. I'm the same way. I am in the same boat. Yeah, that was weird, Stephen Bravo. I don't know what the story is behind that, and I'm not gonna even speculate. I know KB said he sent him the link. Mersh was saying he didn't get the link and that he wouldn't beg for the link. So it's one of those things where Mersh likes to play both sides of the fence. He like wants to be the big badass who can take everybody down, but doesn't want to have to go through the trouble to be there to do it, to take everybody down. So you'll get it sometime. You know, Mersh is a big bad guy when he's on his own stream by himself. I've noticed that. He does seem to have the beer muscles, at least, when he's streaming solo. And again, like I'm not trying to shit on Mersh here. I just thought that was kind of funny. Because he was literally begging for the link the night before. He wanted to come on and talk to Kumia. But yeah, exactly. What war? Who were the bad guys in Top Gun? Were they Russian? I assume they're Russian, but I think it's left intentionally ambiguous. Probably another U.S. government call. You know, 'cause it's not like that was woke back in the day where it was like, oh, we can't have Pakistani as the bad guy because that's racist, or we can't have Russians as the bad guy. The U.S. military was probably like, hey, we don't want to incite anybody right now. Things are good in '86 for the most part, I thought, right? Pool scam. Sam, is it? It's cute how Stevie thinks he's a thing now. That's pool scam Sam's voice. Mersh has his moments. 100%. 100%. I think the problem with Mersh is that his shooting percentage is very low. It's like he's a 2 for 10 kind of guy. He shoots free throws like Shaq. You know, it's like hack a Mersh. Get him up on the line because he just can't hit him consistently. So I agree that the hack a Mersh strategy is the way to go when playing defense against the Lakers. The boss has been on a real heater the last few weeks. You're right, Panhandler. Final boss has been killing it. And what we're going to do is we're going to pull up this quick clip over here from the Final Boss Network. Pat Dixon fights with Karmic on Clowntown. Kevin Brennan makes Detroit cry.
Your show, you got to be singing his fucking praises. Give me a break.
MLC roll. You take the link tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay. No, I've turned it down, you dumb fuck.
Yeah, once.
5 times.
All right. The fact that Pat Dixon is screaming at Karmic right now is fucking like, you lose here, Pat. You don't realize it. You think you're being big, tough Pat, showing off how much of a man he is in front of everybody. But the fact that Karmic, with that cartoon voice and crazy life, took your girl and has now got you all fucking spun out on Clowntown, your 5th podcast of the day. You know, Pat Dixon on a literal 24-hour podcast mission where he will go on any show at any time for no money, and then go stream on his own show for countless hours on end. I am just absolutely floored by the Iron Man Pat Dixon, who will go on any shit level tier show for hours on end throughout the night. Is getting all spun out here by Karmic. Like, if Pat wasn't a psycho, he would just laugh this all off and move on. But instead, we are blessed with true blue psychopath Pat Dixon, who's now, obsessing about Chrissy Mayer videos, his ex-girlfriend, fighting with Karmic X for what reason? I honestly don't even know what they're fighting about here.
You stupid ass. You don't know anything. You know zero,
Hey,
you dumb
hey,
shit.
Mark.
Yeah, you're lying.
Just hurling insults, hurling just baseless insults at Karmic while he talks like a crazy person. This is like, Pat, like, you used to be a legit comedian with a career and a life and stuff, and now this is your life, man. Like, my brother in Christ. What the fuck? Come on. This is actually really funny. Let's go.
You fucking
Karmic.
idiot. I'm not
Karmic.
lying. I don't have to lie. You're the fucking
Lying,
liar.
Pat
What kind of
Dixon.
pill you got in your pocket? Are you sober?
Oh, yeah.
Holy shit. Pat Dixon, the Adderall man, Pat Dixon, literally nicknamed Patterall, is now pulling out this card, how he's like judging Karmic for some sort of pill usage. The cognitive dissonance, we call it.
You can't say the truth ever, dude.
He's
Motherfucker, your life is a lie.
filibustering.
Your life is a lie. All of a sudden, Pat got all ghetto. What the fuck? I mean, listen, I know I usually don't play clips, but this one got me going today.
All you got to do is lie. You lie to yourself. Oh, I'm a great musician. Oh, I'm a great
Karmic.
songwriter.
The,
God, he's really
the
upset.
facts are
Make
facts.
MLC
You can love
innate
Kevin
again.
Brennan, but Kevin Brennan loved Pat Dixon until Pat Dixon.
I love Detroit, but I feel like you gotta watch it getting drunk and going on streams. I love Detroit. I fucking love Detroit. I have nothing negative to say about Detroit. I want to make that very, very clear. But Day getting wine drunk and hanging out with this crew until late hours of the night, it could get you in a weird place. And I know you're better than that.
Went to Hackamania the first
Well, there's no
time.
risk of Karmic doing some
was
shit
not-
like that. He knows better.
Yeah.
And also, this point that she brings up, I do want to kind of add a little bit of context to this. She brings up that, Pat and Kevin were fine until Pat went to Hackamania. Now, that's partially true, for sure. But that's not the whole story here, Day. The thing is that at the time, Pat had asked Kevin Brennan for a loan for money to help pay for his lawyer. Now, for his lawyer for his charges against breaking Gino Bisconti's jaw. And Kevin said, hey, instead of loaning you money, why don't you come on my show regularly and I'll get you paid so you can get some money to pay back your lawyer. A very nice sort of thing to offer somebody, if you ask me. Someone who's been paid nice enough by Kevin all these years. Never had a situation like that where I had to say, hey, X happened, so I need Y from you. I've been lucky enough to been able to handle my own bills for the most part on my own. Now, turn around, Pat Dixon gets a call from Patrick Melton, who's having some sort of war with Kevin Brennan at the time, and Pat gets invited to this Hackamania event. Like, I don't know if you don't see it, but I can see a conflict of interest arise there. And especially when you had been given an opportunity to make money with the guy after you asked him for a loan, to then turn around and ingratiate yourself to that guy's current rival is just a bad look, Pat. I mean, I feel like you're an intelligent enough person to understand that. And I feel like all these people out there who who remember this situation, this scenario clearly, like I do, have this different angle and this different perspective on it. Now, I get it. Pat Dixon wants to make everyone's. It's all a conspiracy against him. He's the victim. I know he's very much one of those kind of guys who loves to cry victim, as we've seen multiple times. So I get it. He is doing a little bit of a manipulation here. He's manipulating Detroit. He's manipulating this little crew of folks that are basically starstruck that the great Pat Dixon is coming on their show, when meanwhile he's going on every fucking show right now trying to see who else he can Svengali and love bomb. He's a big love bomber. So the problem is with love bombers is that you can only keep that shit up for so long until your ulterior motives start to show themselves. And if we know one thing, Pat Dixon is a creep and has creep tendencies. So I can't wait to see how some of these new relationships that he's formed start to flesh out, because as a longtime understander of how Pat Dixon lives and operates and how his relationships all work out, I can tell you there's some historical data here that would lead me to believe that some interesting shit should happen in the very near future. So again, I don't want to be like Nosferatu over here, but I've seen it happen before, and a tiger cannot change his stripes. So I wouldn't say Pat was wasted last night, but he's just, I mean, the guy, like literally, like if you look at him, he's like turning yellow. He's got the color of like Simpson's skin. He must never see the light of day, is what I'm guessing. He's probably got a bit of some sort of shut in sort of thing going on. He's drinking Red Bull and smoking Pall Malls round the clock. So it's not good, man. And I wish Pat the best. I honestly do. I don't want to see Pat continue to just spiral into these crazy psychological battles with his exes and his exes and like you really need to rise above this, Pat. At one point you were a guy with a career and a vision and a path, and right now you seem just completely lost and hurt and angry, and I feel like you're probably medicating because of that. And it's just like, if you need someone to talk to, Pat, I guess I am here I could help. So feel free to reach out. My DMs are open. I'm sure I can understand, man.
He knows who to take orders
the
from.
truth. That's facts. Kevin turned on Pat.
Yeah, we know that.
Kevin turned on Pat. The second that Pat decided, like, yeah, I'll go to Vegas and do this.
No,
thing
not the
that
second.
show.
You know what? He gave me
Like, we're talking about shit that happened.
because
Was it 3 years ago? No. Pat needs to just let shit go. I think at some point you need to just let shit go.
currently didn't. And I hadn't for months because he got fucking boring. When he came back and started drinking and running his mouth again, just like everybody else, I would watch clips and shit again. See him. Give me a break.
Hey, boring.
Yeah, boring. Boring as fuck watching you melt down out there. Yes.
Watching on.
Oh, I can't even be honest about even the slightest
He
thing.
won't let him talk.
Oh, here we go.
To let you talk.
Fast forward a little here. Sorry.
Let's go.
This was
Oh,
was
that's
too much.
I know.
It's
I
too
was
much.
I'm not an idiot.
Is that what you do in the Valley of Men?
This I
farm?
feel
You know,
bad.
call chicks
I'm
fat?
not.
No.
I don't
Who
care.
said
He
that?
can call
Who
me
the-
fat. I don't even
Tim,
fucking
shut
care.
it.
But the fact that he just is like, I don't need you after all these years of me, like,
This is kind of, I felt bad here watching Detroit get emotional here, because no one likes when a nice lady cries. Like, let's just say that, when like evil bitches like Keanu cry. Some of us are like, yeah, can I get a taste of some of those tears? But when a nice lady like Deitois gets emotional like this, you can't feel good about yourself. It's just not possible, in my opinion. I just like I don't know, some sort of evolutionary alarm goes off when a nice lady starts crying. So, you're saying KB didn't offer Pat money for this Gino situation? No, I don't believe he. What? All right. Then why'd you just mock her voice? I didn't mock her voice. That's her voice. It's just her voice. Come on, she's got a voice like yeah, it's one of those Wisconsin voices, and it's just like it's crazy. Don't get drunk, says the drug addict. I mean, thank you for saying what I'm saying. Is that drugs okay? Alcohol? I don't know, man. I don't know. I've done enough damage with alcohol in my day, and pot's been nothing but fucking unicorns and rainbows. So, Stevie, have you checked out the online hate crime song? I don't know. Oh no, that's Tommy. Yeah, you're sending me things. I get a lot of stuff from Tommy McNulty, and I'm sorry, Tom. I try to check it out when I get a chance to. I am a very busy man. I do appreciate your songs, much like I appreciate Flavorino for doing my Stevie Lou opening tracks. But yeah. Deitois is a gem. I'm not exactly sure who DeAndre Washington is talking to or about, but Pool Sam Scam thinks that Pat would give me the old Bisconti jaw alignment. Yeah, that's a good story. That's a nice story. Mark Atkinson says, I haven't seen any of you Dabbleverse hosts that aren't creeps. Well, you know, there's, I would say, okay, point taken. Point taken to Mark. Okay, he's got a point. God bless, Tom. I'll get to it, man. I'm definitely not going to just play your random song that you sent me now live on the show without checking it first. I'm sorry, buddy. I do appreciate that. You are a great guy. Please do not stab me at some point. YouTube terms of service. Saint Ranger in the house. Speaking of stabbing, guy is a knife man. I'm not saying that he does any sort of stabbing. I'm just saying that Saint Ranger is known for his knives. And then we're talking about maybe getting Monica Seles, right? So, yeah, that was the crazy thing Harry done. This final boss clip doesn't show it. I think there's a Dirty Jersey Rat clip that shows that Deitois like completely got her composure, snapped out of it, and was even like admitting that her getting emotional about Kevin Brennan was silly. So it goes to show that at least Deitois is got some sort of rational thought up in that female brain of hers, which, you know, we all know how that goes. Excuse me. I know there's a lot of good females in this group here, but yeah, I mean, listen, again, Stevie Lou's not a huge clip player. We're not a huge clip show, but might as well let it run. Let's pop in over here real quick. because I want to give my boy Flimsy Greenberg a shout out and play around with the Dabble dashboard for a sec. Please do check it out, dabbledashboard.com. Let's throw that up. Bit it. The Dabble dashboard is popping off. You can see I was watching Papa Kill. Cardiff. Looks like he's live.
$400 was all I needed to hear. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Cardiff Electric, your friend till the end. Giggy.
Okay, so he had some sort of interview going on.
You know, there's like, it's just low hanging fruit. You know what I mean?
So like
At 3
okay.
minutes, and Roger.
So I guess Cardiff had an exclusive interview with the guy from Open Bar Comedy, the comedy thing production that was supposed to have Chad's special on it, and looks like he's just ending. So maybe we'll keep it going here, see if we can steal some of Cardiff's viewership here. But look at this Dabbleverse in real time. You got 3 live, 72 channels total. I saw there were some new additions to the list. It looks like they're kind of stacked by some sort of. Okay, yeah, so check that out. Flimsy's Dabble dashboard. I know he's been working on it. Been trying to give him some tips, and I think that it's working out. What a beautiful thing. Hey, listen, while we're here, look, Tommy, Stevie is a good man. He spreads positivity. Thank you, Tommy, for the $5. That was very kind of you. I promise I will go check out that video that you sent over, and if it's good enough for my stream, we'll pop it on next stream. Okay, that's what we'll do. We can negotiate here, Tom. I'm not saying that I can be paid off, but sometimes it works. So that what I was reminds me. It brings me to the whole idea that you got to make sure that you do hit the subscribe button, you do hit the like button, you hit the notification bell, become a member. If you got a few bucks burning a hole in your pocket, become a member. Become a member for 1 month. Cancel it. What hurt could that do to you? Shit. Fucking buy a couple memberships and throw them out there. Spread some cash around. Show everybody what a true G you are. Or just like I said, hit the like button and subscribe and hit the notification bell. I was speaking to Matthew Funtime this weekend. He'll be back in town next week, so I might try to get him on later in the weekend just to get his take on the Dabbleverse. We could catch him up to speed. This is a new guy from my circles that I think I'm going to get involved in this. He's a musician, very talented guy. So we'll get the Fun Times take coming up possibly later on this week, if not next weekend. Let's check this out. Boom. Can't see without these glasses. This is a bet. You'll appreciate it. Okay. Thank you, Tommy. Kicking in another 10. That's 15 total from Tommy McNulty. Steve is garbage with rotten teeth and receding gums. And a bad hairline, too. My hair is also receding. But if you came here looking for pretty, you came to the wrong place. But I get it. Payola, I'm in. That's what it is, baby. So, Tommy McNulty, you bought yourself a showcase on the next Stevie Lou stream. Hold me to it, pal. That's a promise that I will keep. As a matter of fact, it'd be nice to maybe have Matthew Funtime check out. Exactly, it receded. It's gone. The hairline is just, it ain't there no more, dog. But the cock line is still there. Let me tell you. Ooh. JD straight shot with the tenor. Boom. With $10. Where do you think the Dabbleverse will head the second half of the year? Will MKE and Gilly hook up? Will Karmic get a job? Will Chad finally overcome the potato? Damn, that is a lot to unpack. We should do it one by one. Okay, so what do you think will happen the second half of the year? And Jesus Christ, are we already getting to the halfway point of the year? That's scary to think of. But I will say this: we're just going to keep continuing to devolve. We'll continue to sink. It will continue to spiral. I wouldn't be surprised if blood is shed at some point. There will be more criminal charges, filings, crimes occurred to and from dabblers. Pat Dixon's going to lose a few more teeth, I feel. The one thing that we've all been looking forward to and is literally happening in a day or maybe two is the release of Joey C's daughter. So I'm just going to leave that there. That's happening. So I hear also, I pray tell, that Catalano Con is back on. And that'll be coming up like at the beginning of next year. So the lead up to Catalano Con will be taking over the majority of the talk at the end of this year. I mean, what's the number is really the question we're going to ask ourselves. What is the number to get the daughter on involved? I'm sure it can be afforded. We'll be able to get it together, whatever we need. And I'm sure if I know Joey, he'll ask for a lot. So how much that is, that'll be fun to find out. I love Joey C like a brother. So I'm sure we're all in good hands when it comes to that. And yeah, I mean, Melton's clearly dead, or his health is deteriorated to the point where he's like the new Red Bar, where he's going to stream once in a few, and it's not going to look good every time he does stream. So for those that have been wishing and hoping for the downfall of Patrick Melton for some time, it looks like they'll get their wish, because if you look at Patrick and his trajectory, he's been just more or less checked out and leaning on deception, crime, hate, just nefariousness in general. So it seems like those chickens have come home to roost for him. Tommy thinks that Scarlett will become a rehab counselor and end up dating Karmic. Both repeatedly test dirty while claiming sobriety. That's pretty specific. I honestly, I hope I'm not right, but I feel like the Scarlett Hampton story is beginning to write its own ending, its own tragic ending. And I have seen stories similar to hers end that way before, and to the point where I feel like I'm watching another runaway train self-destruct, and that is a bummer. That's a bummer. That's a lot. It's a lot to have to try to digest, but hey, what are you going to do? Nothing much you can do in these scenarios, I suppose. Yeah. Oh, God. Tommy checking in. I heard Milton's life support was buffets. And after they banned them, his health took a turn. Lots of nice comments this morning. Yeah, I feel like that's probably not the case. Oh, yeah. So. Twice now, Gino and his brother have discussed the 1975 CIA director Bill Cosby, and each time I super chatted that I was asked to go with him and 3 other freshmen from our school to another in Portland, Oregon. God damn. That's some heavy shit, man. All right. I am looking at just absolute shit show of rain in New York City today. It has not stopped raining for some time. Rained all day yesterday, and it's looking like rain until the afternoon today. So, what am I to do? I'm supposed to go maybe help out the local compost crew, but I guess I'm going to have to gear up and get myself prepared for that with this weather. So, if I'm going to do that, I'm going to need a few minutes. Fuck me sideways. But thank you very much. This has been an excellent time hanging out 2 days in a row. Send anyone the link. Yeah. Where's that cat that looked like Stevie at? Yeah, those kitty cats are going to want breakfast too. I got to get them some breakfast. So we're going to do that. Before we go, make sure we're hitting the like button. Make sure we're hitting the subscribe button. Become a member. Hit the notification bell. That's a big one because I don't really announce or have a schedule. So by the time I'm rocking and rolling, it may be too late. You never know. You want to be a part of this. But thank you very much to everyone. Mods, fans, friends, enemies. I will be popping up, I'm sure, at some point this week. Hopefully we'll get a Sunday show from Kevin Brennan. That would be nice after the madness of last night. Maybe we could get a little recap or something. As a matter of fact, I'm going to probably go try to listen to what I missed last night. I don't think I even caught the whole thing. I also didn't get to really talk much Liam versus Kumia, but that was another one. Shit. I mean, before I go, that was another one where it's like, God damn, if you're sitting there defending yourself so wildly and animated, you know, and screaming and insulting the other person, you really kind of have lost. And that's surprising to see out of Anthony and Pat. It's better to try to keep your composure and describe, you know, what you're feeling in a calm manner. But that wasn't the case for Anthony. It wasn't the case for Pat in that earlier clip. And you just you look like a fool. So don't want that. 100%. I try to listen to my own listen to my own advice, really. But all right, I'm running out of steam. I got to get something to eat. I'm going to get out of here. Throw the L's up.